I'm Lily. I'm 23 years old. I'm in my second year of college. In the evening, I work in a public institution. One day, a new student came into our literature class. His name was Daniel, and from the moment he entered, his presence seemed to light up the room. Good afternoon. Sorry, I was told to come here. I came from a neighboring city and will study here. Hello! Nice to meet you. Sit in an empty seat. Let's start the lesson. He was lively, charming, and exuded confidence that made everyone pay attention to himself. During the lesson, he easily answered the teacher's questions, demonstrating impressive knowledge and passion for literature, which aroused my interest. After the lesson, our paths crossed. Daniel came up to me with a friendly smile and a genuine interest in getting to know me better. Hi, what's your name? Hi, Lily. Have you come to us for a long time? I hope forever. I'm tired of constantly moving from one city to another. I noticed that you also like to read, right? Yes, I devote all my free time to this. We chatted, discovering common hobbies and mutual appreciation for the power of words. To be honest, I also love books. Can we go get some coffee? I hesitated a little. Going with a stranger to drink coffee was not part of my plans. But Daniel was so sweet that I couldn't refuse him. I spent the rest of the school day thinking about him all the time. And that's how our communication began. We met daily, discussed various books. At first I was very shy because I had never had a close relationship, but after a while I became more confident in myself and could already talk calmly about everything. Sometime later Daniel came up to me and unexpectedly offered, "Honey, we've been dating for 2 years. I want to marry you." Daniel, I agree. But promise me there won't be any secrets between us. I promise you. Our relatives and close friends were invited to the wedding. The wedding went great except for one thing. Daniel's mom came to the wedding in a black dress showing her protest. I was very upset but decided not to pay attention to her. This is my life and this woman should not influence me. We said goodbye to all the guests and left. Arriving home, Daniel suddenly turned to me with a confession. Lily, I have to tell you something. I'm ashamed that I didn't tell you right away. What happened? Tell me. I can't have children. The doctors told me about it. I was in shock. We just got married and I thought we'd be fine. But why did he tell me this just now? I really want a big family. Daniel, why didn't you tell me earlier? It's a big part of our lives and we had to deal with it together. I was afraid of losing you, Lily. I love you so much, and I didn't want this to come between us. I love you, Daniel, but honesty and trust are the foundation of any relationship. I promise, Lily, I will make it up to you. We'll figure it out and build a wonderful life. After much thought, Daniel and I came to a wonderful decision. Daniel, I cried all night and thought what would happen next. I have dreamed all my life of having many children and raising them. I have an idea. After long conversations, we decided to adopt a child, fully accepting the idea of building our family in a different way. We visited an orphanage in an effort to find a child who would become the beating heart of our home. Hello! We called you and explained our situation. We really hope that we will find a child here that we can take care of. There were many children of different ages in the orphanage. There we met Adam, a bright-eyed and kind-hearted boy who instantly won our hearts. Adam had an infectious smile that seemed to light up the room. Adam, we're going to be your new family. We promise to always love and cherish you. Adam's face changed. He looked at us with confidence, as if we were his only chance for a good life. The adoption process was quite long, but we did it. Daniel and I have dedicated ourselves to providing Adam with a caring and loving home. We enrolled him in school and encouraged his interest in swimming and education. Adam quickly adapted to his new life, and it was gratifying to see how he was growing, learning, and thriving. Daniel, Adam has brought so much joy into our lives. He really is a blessing. Absolutely right, Lily. He made our family complete, and I couldn't be happier. Life in the house that Daniel's parents gave us was fraught with its own difficulties, primarily due to the frequent visits of Daniel's mother, a woman with a firm opinion and demanding behavior. She was meticulous and picky about how things should be, often criticizing the way we run our house. "This house is a complete mess. How can you live like this?" "We're working on it, Mom. Please understand." Despite all our efforts to keep the house in order, we could not meet her expectations. Her visits became a source of tension, as she often pointed out alleged shortcomings and expressed her dissatisfaction. Daniel's mother disagreed with our decision to adopt Adam, believing that it was an inappropriate choice for her son. This difference of opinion has further strained our relationship with her. "Daniel, understand me. He can't stay in this house. This is someone else's child. If you don't send him back, I will take this house and you will stay on the street." The mother-in-law's face was very angry. She hated our son Adam and wanted everything to be under her control. After she left, I approached Daniel. He had his head in his hands and was sitting at the table. I hugged him and whispered, "Daniel, I understand that she is your mother, but it's hard for me to cope with her constant criticism." Daniel smiled wearily. "I know, Lily. I'm torn between you and my family. I'll talk to her and try to find a middle ground." Trying to find a balance was not easy, as we wanted to maintain a harmonious relationship with her, adhering to our family decisions. Daniel often talked to his mother, trying to bridge the gap between her expectations and our reality. "Mom, you understand that this is my life. I want to be on good terms with both you and my wife. Please don't manipulate me and threaten me." Daniel was getting sadder and more annoyed every day. Our family faced a heartbreaking dilemma when Daniel's mother categorically opposed our decision to adopt Adam. Adam had become an integral part of our lives, and the thought of letting him go was excruciating. We knew that our hearts were determined to keep him, but the fear of losing the house that Daniel's parents provided hung over us. We needed to find a way to keep our family together while maintaining the appearance of peace with his mother. "Adam, no matter what happens, always remember that we love you and will fight for you. I love you both, Mom and Dad. I will always be a part of this family." In an attempt to preserve both Adam and peace in the family, we made the difficult decision to create a secret hideout for Adam in our basement. It was a cozy and warm place where he could live comfortably, remaining hidden from Daniel's mother during her visits. "Adam, this is your special place where you can be safe until we figure this out. We'll make it better for you, I promise. I trust you, Dad. I'll wait until the right time comes." This decision was painful and it tore our hearts apart, but we believed it was the best way to protect our family. We hoped that over time we would find a solution that would allow Adam to live openly as a beloved member of our family. The days turned into weeks, and our son adapted to his new life situation. He attended school, pursued his interests, and felt normal despite the secrecy. However, we knew that this could not be a permanent solution. We were looking forward to the day when we could openly recognize Adam as our son and share our love with the whole world without fear of condemnation or revenge. One day, walking from school, Adam unexpectedly met my mother-in-law. When she saw the child, she changed her face and became very angry. "What are you doing here? Your parents should have sent you back to the orphanage. Isn't it? They didn't do it." A tearful Adam turned around and ran home. Due to the fact that his eyes were full of eyes, Adam did not see a small hole, stumbled and fell. A sharp pain appeared in his leg. He screamed violently and grabbed his knee. Daniel's mom saw this, realized that it was her fault, and reluctantly helped the child to get home. I met them with a scared face. "Adam, what happened? Poor boy. Did she scare you?" Adam nodded. I looked at my mother-in-law with displeasure. I was already tired of her influence on my family, and that was the limit. I said everything I thought about her and kicked her out of the house. After closing the door, I helped Adam take off his clothes and bandaged his leg. It was a small bruise. By this time, Daniel had come home. He asked his son to explain what happened. After Adam told the whole story, Daniel invited me to talk in private. "Lily, I agree with you. I am also very tired of it. We have been able to save a small amount during this time and will be able to take out a mortgage on the house and pay the first installment." I looked at him and jumped for joy. Finally! We will be an independent and free family, and the mother-in-law will not have any influence on us. During a normal walk, Daniel and I came across a cozy house for sale. It was a great opportunity for us to move into a new house, away from the shadows of the past. The idea of starting over, in a place where we could openly love Adam and take care of him, was exciting. Daniel, this could be our chance to start over, a place where we can be a family without your mom's influence. You're right, Lily. Let's do it for Adam, for us. It's time to give him the life he deserves. With renewed determination, we collected our savings and took out a mortgage on the house. Adam had his own room filled with toys and books, a space that he could call his own without any restrictions. I like my new room, Mom and Dad. Thank you for everything. You deserve all this and more, Adam. We are a family, and together we will face the world face to face. We made the necessary repairs, painted the walls, and furnished the rooms to create a space filled with love and warmth. After a while, there was a knock on the door of our house. I exchanged glances with Daniel and went to open the door. Opening the door, I opened my mouth in surprise. Mother-in-law, what are you doing here? The woman stood in silence and said nothing. Tears were streaming down her cheeks. I felt sorry for her for a second, but then I remembered how much she had done wrong for my family. I frowned and asked again, "What do you need here?" "We would not like to communicate with you. You've done a lot of bad things for us and for our son Adam. Forgive me. I've been trying to manage you all this time because I've never had such a wonderful family like you. I was just jealous of you, and that's why I talked to you in a bad tone. I am very worried and I want to apologize." I looked at her in surprise. By this time Daniel had arrived. He opened the door wider and let her in. The mother-in-law sat down on the sofa and continued to cry. Through tears, she talked about her family, that all this time she really admired our family and wanted to be a part of it. She apologized several times. "If you don't forgive me, I will understand you and leave. I brought you a little present. It's for Adam." She put the bag on the table, gathered her things and left. My husband and I continued to sit on the couch. We analyzed all the new information and were in shock. After sitting for a while, I decided to open the package. There I found $30,000 in cash and a note. The note said that this money was for our son Adam. We can spend it on his life, namely, clothes, food, entertainment, and school. 2 years have passed. Cold winter. The whole city was covered with snow. The new year is about to come. Our family gathered at the table, joking merrily and eating different dishes. There were 2 other children sitting at the table, whom we also adopted. The food was served by Adam, a grown-up guy with a rare, beautiful appearance. In addition to the children and my husband, my mother-in-law was sitting at the table. We've been reconciled for a long time and have been communicating quite closely. Every weekend, my mother-in-law comes with gifts for our children and goes with them to playgrounds for games. How do you like this story? Write your opinion in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. Love you.